A secret war is raging in Turkey's shadows. For 3 years, Turkish intelligence has been dismantling Mossad-linked spy rings. From encrypted cryptocurrency payments to undercover detectives stalking targets in Istanbul, Ankara and beyond. The operations reveal a high-stakes intelligence duel playing out far from public view, one that could upend Israel-Turkey relations overnight. Turkish intelligence has carried out 6 operations targeting Israel's Mossad spy network over the past 3 years, detaining dozens accused of selling information and conducting espionage inside Turkey, according to state-run Anadolu agency. The National Intelligence Organization uncovered individuals and private investigators linked to Israeli intelligence by tracing communication channels and mapping connections to Mossad since 2022, security sources said. MIT found that Mossad had been monitoring targets in Turkey through private detectives, leading to a major operation in December 2022 that dismantled parts of the network. Within the same year, an investigation by the Istanbul Chief Public Prosecutor's Office uncovered that 9 suspects had provided information to Mossad through private detectives. Analysis of the suspects' telecommunications records and data from the Financial Crimes Investigation Board showed that details, including addresses and flight information, were being transferred to Mossad for financial gain. The Istanbul Police Department's intelligence and counter-terrorism branches conducted simultaneous operations in Istanbul and Izmir, apprehending 7 of the 9 suspects under detention orders. In January 2024, following investigations by the National Intelligence Organization, MIT, and the Istanbul Police Intelligence Branch, the Istanbul Chief Public Prosecutor's Office Terror and Organized Crimes Investigation Bureau launched an inquiry. The probe revealed that Israel's Mossad intelligence service was reportedly planning reconnaissance, surveillance, assault, and kidnapping operations targeting Palestinian residents in Turkey and Israeli activists critical of Israel's actions, allegedly under the guise of humanitarian concerns. Authorities found that Mossad operatives had contacted suspects via social media, gaining access to sensitive personal information. Officials assessed that these activities could constitute international espionage and moved to apprehend 46 suspects. Simultaneous police operations were carried out at 57 locations across 15 Istanbul districts and in Ankara, Kocaeli, Hatay, Mersin, Izmir, Van, and Diyarbakir, resulting in the capture of 34 suspects. In March 2024, MIT and the Istanbul Police Counterterrorism Branch conducted a separate operation targeting individuals accused of selling information to Mossad, detaining 7 suspects. One suspect, Hamza Turhan Ayberk, a former public employee who had appeared on morning television programs, was identified. Authorities determined that Mossad had contacted Ayberk through an agent using the code name Victoria. Investigators determined that Ayberk was recruited by Mossad in 2019. According to security sources, Ayberk received training in Belgrade that year. Initially, Mossad tasked him with low-level assignments, but over time, he was drawn into more sensitive operations. Authorities alleged that Ayberk acted as a private detective, compiling information on Middle Eastern individuals and companies in Turkey at Mossad's request. He reportedly created a team that included public employees to expand his reach. Anadolu agency, citing intelligence reports, said Ayberk used encrypted communications and was paid in cryptocurrency to avoid detection. Beyond surveillance, MIT concluded that Ayberk conducted threats and harassment on behalf of Mossad. He allegedly placed tracking devices on vehicles, transmitted real-time locations, and directly threatened some targets. In September 2024, MIT focused on Mossad's financial structure inside Turkey. According to Turkish security sources, MIT identified Liridon Reksepi, described as managing Mossad's financial network. Recep reportedly entered Turkey on August 25, 2024 and was placed under immediate surveillance. Just 5 days later, on August 30th, Istanbul police counter-terrorism units detained him. Authorities determined that Recep was involved in drone photography, psychological operations against Palestinian politicians, and money transfers to Mossad operatives. MIT tracked multiple Western Union and cryptocurrency transactions allegedly routed through Kosovo and Eastern Europe before being dispersed to Mossad sub-sources in Turkey and onward into Syria. In his police statement, Recep acknowledged making financial transfers and was formally arrested. The latest development came on Friday, October 4th, when MIT, working with the Istanbul Chief Public Prosecutor's Office and Istanbul Police Counter-Terrorism Branch, carried out a joint raid codenamed Metron. Security sources told Anadolu Agency that the operation targeted Serkan Çiçek, who authorities say was working for Mossad. Investigators later revealed that his real name was Muhammed Fatih Keles, a man who had changed his identity after falling into significant debt. He left commerce in 2020 and set up the Pandora Detective Agency in Istanbul. Çiçek allegedly maintained contact with Faisal Rashid, described as a member of Mossad's Israel Online Operations Center. Intelligence sources said Rashid, using WhatsApp, posed as a foreign law firm employee when he contacted Çiçek on July 31, 2024. Rashid allegedly tasked him with surveilling a Palestinian activist in Başakşehir, paying him $4,000 in cryptocurrency on August 1st. Although Çiçek failed to deliver the requested intelligence, Rashid terminated contact by August 3rd. MIT later assessed that Çiçek had collaborated with other known Mossad-linked figures, including Musa Kus, already imprisoned for espionage, and lawyer Turhan Ayberk, accused of selling personal data from public records. Taken together, these operations paint a picture of a prolonged shadow war unfolding on Turkish soil. From December 2022 to October 2024, Turkish authorities have dismantled multiple Mossad-linked cells, exposing networks of detectives, financiers, and operatives accused of espionage, surveillance, and covert influence.